let's make lemonade. Let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go! 6! It's beautiful! Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Nissan. Check out the newly redesigned 2026 Nissan Sentra, one of the best values in the sedan market, packed with modern tech and convenient features. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, and the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and of course, leave your comments in the comments section. You can follow us on our social media channels and call the show at 515-517-2303. Good morning, Ross Peterson. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, bud?
You got me dancing now. You got me moving.
Yeah, from the minute you hit the song this morning, man, I was bouncing. I like that intro music. It's got that right pace. Got
a little good beat to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets me marching in the morning. Yeah. I'm in a good mood here on a Thursday morning. Hawks won.
Cyclones won.
You won your parlay.
No, did
remember,
I? It was
remember
11
yesterday,
and a half, yeah.
I told you that you had to put, and I was going to go the opposite way on both games. I'm like, here, Arizona State's going to come out playing for something. What was that, dude?
Oh my God!
Whoa! And then I thought that Iowa. I thought Iowa was going to do the exact. I thought Iowa was going to do what Iowa State did. So good job on you. Hope that ticket cashed for you.
Yeah, you know how much I wager. I didn't win a thing yesterday. Maybe just pride that I knew. Had a gut feeling. But
I was proud of you.
Yeah, gee, thanks. I need somebody to be proud of me on a daily basis, and I'm glad that it's you, because I don't think my kids are proud of me. I don't think my wife's proud of me, but at least you're proud of me. That's what I get.
No phone yet. Have you found any sort of enjoyment, solace, comfort in not being tied to your pocket in that electronic device?
Well, I woke up early this morning and I'm like, God, I want a death scroll. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
I woke up this morning thinking about how you call it death scroll, and then you got me calling it death scroll. It's doom scroll.
So I started doom scrolling my watch. I'm just like, okay, here's the weather. Oh, here's how much I slept. Here's how many steps I took. That's about as much as I get out of it. I can't play games on this thing. I can't look at the internet on this thing.
In front of Travis's family this weekend, we had a conversation about technology, and Owen all of a sudden goes, "Oh man, what was that? What was the device that we lost him to?" And Anjanette goes, "Oh, the BlackBerry." And he's like, "Yeah, that's right. That brick game on his BlackBerry." He's like, Dad got this BlackBerry phone and it had this brick game on it. And he said, "I'm not kidding, Ross. We lost him. We lost my dad to this brick game for a period of time."
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Travis, yesterday I said, what's the thing you've missed most with your phone? You said Best Fiends.
Best Fiends. I fell for the Ryan Seacrest ads. It's like, download Best Fiends today. It's free. And Owen gets so pissed at me. Owen gets so pissed at me when I'm playing Best Fiends, because he sits at this computer when he's over here working, and he noticed, okay, I make in-app purchases. Like, I'll buy gold, I'll buy stuff so I can further advance my levels. He's like, "Dad, what the hell are you doing? You're making in-app purchases? You're like buying fake gold bars?" I'm like, "Yeah, sorry. It was a good deal today. It was $40 for $2.99. It's only $2.99. I didn't buy a cup of coffee today." I take it you've never made an in-app purchase before.
I don't believe so. I'm not sure. I probably have. It doesn't. But not for that. Not for that. Now, have I done stuff for Eli? You know what I mean? I've done when Fortnite, because Fortnite did those are called microtransactions, right?
Yeah.
And there's actually good evidence out there that they were the idea of one Jeffrey Epstein. Not kidding.
So now I'm like tied to the Epstein files because I'm making microtransactions.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You said that. I just put the dots on the paper.
I
You
see
did
how
the
you
line.
set me up for that is what you did. You set me up for that. See, these games make it difficult. You can't advance unless you have a certain amount, like, it's just going to help me get over the hump.
Johnny asked a very important question, and Johnny, I have a very disappointing answer for you, sir. Johnny says, now wait, are we talking real dollars to make this in-app purchase?
Yes, we're talking real dollars so I could buy extra power, more fiends, more gold.
I'm sorry.
But I only wait for the good deals to come up. You got to be patient.
You're saving money.
You're
saving money. They're basically giving gold away, fake gold on an app inside a child's game. But they're giving gold away if you give them money.
The most I've ever spent in one purchase is $6 because you start with a $2.99 purchase and then you get 3 free, and then you get to the one where it's the jackpot and you got to do another $2.99.
God. We're walking out of Hy-Vee the other day, okay? And they got the Girl Scout pushers are there, right? And they've already got these little 9-year-olds trained on drug deals in a parking lot at Hy-Vee.
And by the way, did you notice Girl Scouts changed their packaging? They're no longer in a box. They're like in a
some of them are in like a bag. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, come on.
You're walking past, they go, hey, you want Girl Scout cookies? No, I'm good. Hey, we've got a new flavor. What's your new flavor? It tastes like a s'more. And we'll give you the first one for free.
Oh.
Courtney goes over, bites. I'm like, hey, I've done this before. This is a drug deal. They're giving you the first one for free. In a parking lot at a Hy-Vee. Walk away, man. Walk away. And what ended up happening? Money comes out the pocket. Transaction happens. Here Travis is. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We give you look how much we give you for free. You just have to give us some money. See, you just give us money and then we give you stuff for free. Well, hell, you only need money? Yeah. You just want my credit card? We make this easier for future purchases if I just give you my credit card, right?
So it's really not free. We're going to get you hooked.
If you just give them a few dollars, it's free.
Was it the first cookie free or the first bag free?
First cookie. Oh, first cookie. You think they're giving away bags for free?
So basically it was a sample aisle where they convinced you. I mean, isn't that what a sample aisle is? A sample aisle, you go to Costco, you go to Sam's, you go to Hy-Vee. Got the sample aisle. Would you like to try this?
Costco's got it down to a science also,
yes,
because the person has no affiliation to the product. And that would seem counterintuitive. Like you want somebody there to sell the product. No. Costco's got, because it's like, I don't give a shit. How good are the meatballs? How good are the meatballs? People seem to like them. Where do I get them? I think they're here somewhere. I don't know.
They're somewhere. Can I have another one just to make sure I want to buy it?
Right. You go, okay, I think I'll have another one. It's a psychology. They trick you.
But do you fall for it every time you go to Costco?
Every time. I will try samples of stuff I know I won't like.
Just because you're going to get something for free?
Maybe this is the time I like hummus.
Oh, I like hummus a lot. You don't like hummus? You don't like the chickpeas?
Do you know the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea?
No. Nothing?
This is a fishing joke, okay? I'm going to prepare everybody. Safe space.
By the way, do you ever use a chickpea for bait?
Never a chickpea. The difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea is that nobody has paid to have a garbanzo bean on them.
Is that a dad joke or a fishing joke?
That's a fishing joke. That's not a dad joke. That's a fishing joke. You know the difference
like
between
it.
a chromosome and a hormone? Can't make a chromosome. Sorry. It's Thursday. I told you I was in a weird mood. I told you I was in a weird mood.
I like Ross in a weird mood. I
right.
love Ross in a weird mood.
Here we go.
Iowa State beat Arizona State yesterday like a drum. In fact, it's 91-42 victory over the Sun Devils, the largest margin of victory, Ross, in Big 12 tournament history. Largest margin of victory in Big 12 tournament history. It was a beatdown. And it was never close. It was a blowout from the beginning. You know, I've got the Hawks and the Cyclones side by side. Finally, I just said, screw it. I'm just going to go back at halftime because this thing's so damn boring to watch. It was no wonder Bobby Hurley did not have his contract renewed after the game. They were like, we're not firing him. We're just not renewing his contract. I actually heard a coach on ESPN today. They were doing, they're like, hey, Bobby Hurley let go by ASU. And the commentator, I forget who the coach was, goes, good on Arizona State for not firing him. And I'm like, what did they do? Good work by the agent to give Bobby Hurley some dignity and say they're not renewing his contract. Well, that's getting fired, right? When you're a head coach for 11 years, you have and not renewed and not going to coach next year, and you didn't walk away willingly, you got fired.
He's the first, not a good job by his agent. He's the first guy I've known to get fired from a college basketball job, a Power 5, and not get paid to get fired.
Yeah, he walks away with no severance package.
Right. With his pride.
He should have been, couldn't you have done this like 2 years ago so I could add 2 years of, payment? That was a bad team yesterday.
It's
bad.
Incredible. And I really did look at this essay and think, oh, they got something to fight for. This really obvious that they were ready. They were so done. That was such a bad effort. Travis, it was 45-16 at halftime. I mean, I had to go back and I wanted to pull up the game flow because in my head it was like 25-2. Wasn't quite that bad. Wasn't quite that bad. It got to like 19-6 at one point, I see. I'm with you. At what point did I stop flipping back over? When it's 40-10, 40-12? And there's a timeout in the Hawk game I go over, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, credit to Cyclones. They forced 23 turnovers. They scored 25 points off of those turnovers. They had 44 points in the paint. They shot lights out. But it was an easy game for the Cyclones. I don't know if it could have been any easier. And it got to the point, I didn't feel sorry for Arizona State, but they quit pretty early on, right? I mean, you can tell it's like they're tapping out. Can we just walk off the court? It's like a UFC match. I'm tapping. Can we get out of here, please?
1 of 19 from 3-point range.
That's god awful.
Travis, that's 5%. 1 of 19.
I mean, for the game, even from the field, they shot 31.9%. Now, credit Iowa State's defense. We know Iowa State's got an incredible defense. But 1 of 19 from behind the arc? Whew. Buddy. Iowa State was pretty much red hot from the field. 53% in the first half, 48% in the second half, 40% both halves from behind the 3-point line. Momcilovic had 21. Joshua Jefferson had 20. Blake Buchanan had 17. Taman Lipsey had 11.
Here's
I'm
another
just surprised not everybody scored.
So, okay, to that note, look at how many Cyclones got into the game. Look at how many Cyclones got points. All but, surprisingly,
I mean, Nate Heisey played 16 minutes and didn't score.
And he's one that didn't get a bucket. But other than that, you had 10 Cyclones get points, okay? Travis, how many Sun Devils got to the free throw line yesterday? Don't even look.
Oh, my God.
Yes!
2. They shot 12 free throws, and 2 guys got to the line. Santiago Truitt shot 10 of them.
One guy went to the line for 2 free throws, and then one other dude even got to the line. They gave up. That's a team that just gives up.
Now, give them credit. They shot 11 of 12 from the line. They shot 91%.
Yeah, because one guy went 9 of 10. Yeah. Stepping back 4 feet, they go 5%.
Oh. Is a game that easy good or bad heading into the Texas Tech game?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, and that's why, I mean, like, and Iowa State didn't necessarily, it's not like Iowa State at some point, you do take your foot off the gas, but the defense is still out there playing hard, and you've got to still have that. That's got to be tough for, not tough. Not tough. It's a different coaching job for TJ all of a sudden, right? You can't turn it into a practice. You don't want to get the guys to turn off that intensity but the game's over. I mean, minutes into that game, it's over.
Mean, you go into halftime, you're up 45-16. They didn't even need to score in the second half to win.
That's a
because
good
Arizona
point.
State only scored 42.
Wow. Yeah.
They didn't even need to score in the second half.
So I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing going in? I mean, good thing. You don't have to exert a lot. Not like you don't know what's coming up today. 11:30 again, right? Do we have 11 and 11:30 again today?
11:30 again.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I would like it. I liked it because it was all decided by 1:30 in the afternoon. I was able to set up today's show going, okay, I know what we're doing tomorrow.
But I didn't. I like to be able to watch both the games. So I wish that they'd they'd be back to back. All right.
That's fair.
Same thing again today, 11:30.
Yeah, so they got Texas Tech today. Of course, Texas Tech recently beat Iowa State in Ames. A good 3-point shooting team. They had some other good Big 12 games yesterday. You see Andy Reid sitting courtside at the BYU game? He was sitting right by the head coach. So
Andy Reid, Chiefs coach?
Chiefs coach. Sitting there with his grandson.
Pass,
right
punt,
by
and kick,
the head coach.
Pass, punt, and kick Hall of Famer Andy Reid?
And his grandson looks like pass, punt, and kick.
No.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's one of the best videos of all time.
You look at Andy Reid's son, you're like, or grandson, you're like, oh, okay. Is he in the punt, pass, and kick competition? Because he looks just like you. Built just like you.
I would hope that all of the folks watching right now know what we're talking about. If you don't know the Andy Reid punt, pass, and kick video from when he's a 12-year-old monster. No, I didn't see that. He was at the BYU game sitting there, huh?
Yeah, he's a BYU grad.
Oh.
Now, he got seats that I didn't know other people could get. I mean, he literally was sitting right by the head coach. I mean,
between the head coach and the bench.
So he had...
and the table, I mean, between the head table and the head coach.
Him and his grandson's by the table.
Yeah. So
they got the first 2 seats. The next seat is the head coach, and then you have all the assistants and all the players.
Yeah, I've seen that. They do that at the in the NBA too, and with the when I've been out of the Wolves, I've seen that. That's becoming a more common thing, where the coach and the team aren't next to the table. You know why?
Because they can
money.
How
much you guys think we can get Andy Reid to pay us to sit?
Oh, I think those were comped. Those were comped.
There's a quid pro quo there.
But you know what? What a brilliant move by BYU.
Yeah.
Because, you know Iowa State's got all the fans. And you're looking for some type of advantage from the hometown crowd. What is the hometown crowd never going to do? It's never going to root against Andy Reid. Ever. The guy's won Super Bowls for you. He's like God in Kansas City.
I didn't know
they
he
put
was
him in this big old blue 3/4 zip. And he sticks out like a walrus, man. I mean, he's a big dude with a big mustache, and you're like, that's Andy Reid. They don't have to be zoomed in on him. You go, oh, that's Andy Reid sitting there.
Yeah, he's a distinctive fella.
Yeah.
I didn't. BYU is that new to me. Didn't know that didn't put Andy Reid in the.
BYU got a nice win over West Virginia. The other games you're going to have in the Big 12 tournament today, you got UCF, which needed overtime yesterday to win its game. It will take on Arizona. Then BYU takes on Houston. And then in the nightcap, conveniently, like Kansas gets to play every late game in Kansas City. Wonder why that is. They're going to take on TCU. So another good slate of games at the Big 12 basketball tournament in Kansas City. When you watch the game yesterday, I'm a little disappointed in the glass court. Not what it is, it's the angle. If you notice, Ross, when they go up high, you can actually see what the court looks like. When they show them playing, the glare, you don't see the Big 12 insignias, and you don't see the fake wood grain in the lane. It just looks like a solid color. And I'm like, okay, it's cool when you go up top. I go, okay, that looks all right. But when they're, and did you notice it seemed dark in there yesterday?
Yeah. I
was like, how dark can you make it inside?
I saw Hassel said it looks like they're playing in somebody's unfinished basement. I was like,
yes.
That's a great analogy for that.
Just a slab of concrete is what it looks like.
I hate to pile on it. It's one of the, to me, it's laughable. It's a joke. It's a joke. I saw this 10 years ago up in Minnesota. They've got the exact same thing on the ice, except for they project it down with lights. But they can, all the stuff that they do in this new, amazing, groundbreaking, fantastic court, which shorts out and the baseline is no longer there sometimes. And occasionally we can't see the half court line, so we don't really know when there's over and back. So the rules are going to be a little bit different. But damn it, have you seen our player introductions? They're sweet. They're super sweet. I saw that 10 years ago in Minnesota. Way cooler. The ice breaks. It falls through. It's really cool. And they didn't have to change the court to do it. They'd put lights up. They put up a real expensive, cool light system to do it.
And they only do it during starting lineups and stuff.
And when I see it, I'm not impressed by it. I'm like, guys, this is old technology. And by the way, we've regressed. Like, oh, now it's a glass court. The players have said they don't like it. It doesn't feel the same. Ball doesn't bounce the same. So here we play all season long on one court, and then when it's supposed to matter the most, we have a brilliant idea. Windex. So I'm not impressed by it at all. I think it's a laughable feature to me. And every time people are like, oh, check out the cool thing that they can do during timeouts. Or when a guy's shooting free throws, they can put stats down on the. That's all really cool. Super cool. It could all have been done a decade ago. It's not. It's neat that it's the first time that we're seeing it. That's cool. It didn't have to be a glass court. It's way oversold to us. I didn't know this. Kalen says they have to wear different shoes. I hadn't even seen that. I had just seen some of the players quietly saying, "No, we don't like it. Sounds different, feels different, is different." We've played our entire life
from different angles.
We've played our entire life on wood, and now we're playing on this, and the panels go out. Cool.
I just thought they would come up with a better color than gray when it comes to making
all
a court.
The options that they have of all,
Yeah.
And then I did see yesterday They do have some cool. I mean, they got some neat stuff they can do with it. It's unlimited on the number of things they can
dunk, do. The inside it lights up. I mean, at least they're trying to utilize it. But again,
if that didn't feel to you like a lit up hockey puck on Fox, I'm sorry.
Oh, it did.
The guy dunks in the court, but the guy's like a half second late on hitting the button, so the ball's almost being inbounded by the other team by the time it's, we did our effect.
Give me a high five. Can you imagine the court guys? Give me high fives. You see that dunk?
Yeah, I can.
I hope the NCAA never goes to a glass court like for the NCAA tournament. That's my hope. Though I rarely get what I hope for. Well, it snowed a little yesterday, but then it melted off real quick, gave your ground some good moisture, and that means you may have yard goals this season. Call Liberty Lawn and Landscape Solutions. They are the pros in lawn care, landscaping, and hardscapes, and they'll bring your outdoor space to life. From mowing and maintenance to custom design, they do it all. Visit LibertyLawnSolutions.com and get your yard ready for the spring. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
There's always something new at Fong's Pizza and an ever-changing menu of tiki drinks. Or try our new noodle dishes alongside your favorite slice. It's all happening at the new Fong's in the East Village.
Thinking about buying a home? Get pre-approved in 30 minutes with Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank in Des Moines. Gary offers first-time home buyers programs, VA, FHA, IFA, and conventional loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Shake off winter damage to your vehicle with our spring pothole special. Harsh weather and rough roads can throw your vehicle out of alignment and wreak havoc on your tires and suspension. But we've got you covered. For a limited time, enjoy 20% off an alignment and tire rotate and balance service. Designed to restore smooth handling, extend tire life, and improve overall safety. Let us help you drive into spring with confidence, comfort, and savings. Visit us today at willischevy.com to schedule your appointment.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending? getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or a new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Game on. Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Coming up in about an hour, Bruno's going to be joining us from Full Court Press. But if you're looking for a lunch or dinner spot that always hits, head to Fong's Pizza, home of the original crab rangoon pizza. Fong serves bold, Asian-inspired flavors alongside classic favorites that turn any meal into something memorable. Grab a slice, share a pie with friends, or order ahead and pick up your order at their convenient pickup window. There's something for every appetite. Fong's Pizza, downtown Des Moines, fun, flavorful, and anything but ordinary. We talked a lot about the Cyclones in segment number one. The Hawkeyes also picked up a win yesterday, Ross, beating Maryland 75-64. It was a slow start for the Hawkeyes. Found themselves down 11 points in the first half. They were actually down 1 at half and then exploded in the second half and just kind of, I'm going to say ran away with it, but it was never in doubt in the second half once they built their double-digit lead. I never thought that Maryland was going to get back into that game. Unmute. Yeah, unmute on. It's all right.
There we go. Sorry about that. Do you credit it to Ben McCollum? I mean, that Hawks go on that the 21-0 run. Tyler just writes it. Hawks go on that run. Is that do you see something there that is an adjustment that Ben McCollum makes? Is it something that they're doing defensively that helps?
I'm not an X's and O's guys, but I did notice a lot of switching and the defensive pressure where they were able to come up with some steals in the second half that really dealt Maryland's defense a lot of problems. And Iowa did a hell of a job, forced 16 turnovers, scored 21 points off those turnovers. So, yeah, I think – and it was just baskets starting to fall. I mean, compare the first half to the second half, right? They shot 40% in the first half. They shot 61.5% in the second half. I mean, they didn't miss shots is what it comes down to. And they shot 54% from behind the three-point line. And I think this is another big thing we have to keep in mind. And he's played the last 4 games for this kid, 3 or 4 games, has been incredible. And that's Cooper Koch, right? And they've had to rely on Bennett Stirts. Now, Bennett Stirts had 4 points at halftime, ended up with 17 for the game. But Cooper Koch was 6 of 10 from the field, 5 for 8 from behind the three-point line. So you had another person step up, and they didn't need to rely on Bennett Stirts to be the go-to guy all the time.
We said the other day, they've got to get Bennett Stirts to go for 20. I said, well, hold on. There are these ways around that. But the number one way around it, the number one thing you have is somebody else has to step up. You've got to get other guys that start scoring. I thought Banks had more than 12 until I pulled the box score up just now. In my mind, he had 18 and had even outscored Stirts. But it seemed like he had big buckets yesterday. Maybe they just felt like it was more than or more impactful 12. And that's what if you're not going to get a great performance out of Stirts, and in the first half you didn't. You say he had 4 at halftime?
He had 4 at halftime.
Wow.
Ended up with 17, so he had a much bigger second half.
Yeah.
And you're right. I use that 20 as a benchmark, but that's 17's pretty darn close to that 20-point mark.
And Travis, that benchmark, that 20 points was a very real number for a while. That stat was they were winning when he was above 20 and losing when he was under 20 for a pretty consistent consistent basis. This is what a week ago, this is what I was saying, man, this team really needs more than just Every team can come in here and put their best defender on Bennett Stirts and try to lock him down, hold him to 15 to 20, and this team's going to struggle unless you get all these other guys that start picking up and carrying more. And that's what we got yesterday. And that I didn't realize Sturts had that unproductive of a first half.
He ended up with 8 assists, and but he turned it on more in the second half, which was they went on that 21-0 run. You had a lot of other contributors. Cam Manyow had 10. I mentioned Koch had 19. Banks had 12. Sturts was 17. So 4 players in double figures. It's not Maryland's not a very good basketball team.
No.
They did beat Iowa earlier in the season, but I think it was a team that came out, gave its best shot, but also just ran out of gas. They had just played less than 24 hours before. And I think the legs got to them. I think the defensive pressure got to them. And Iowa just showed it is a better basketball team than Maryland. And I think it sets up good for Iowa today. I haven't been impressed with Ohio State. I think Iowa got a good draw here. I really do. I think Iowa, call me crazy, Iowa can and maybe should win today.
I don't think that's crazy, Trav. Yesterday was really important. You'd lost 6 of your last 8. It needed to show that exactly what you just said, that you were a better team than a bad Maryland team.
Yes.
Ohio State, what's the number on this game today? What's Vegas?
I think it's 2.5. I think it is.
I'm seeing 1.5, and it is and the Hawks are the dog.
I think these two teams are even.
I think it opened at even from what I'm just clicking on the ESPN StatCast thing. It's got the matchup predictor is 50.9 for Ohio State, 49.1 for Iowa. Opened even, and right now it's at 1.5 for Ohio State. I'm with you.
I just like the draw.
I do too.
To
like
keep
the chances is the way to say it. I like their chances.
I mean, if they were playing Purdue or Illinois today, or playing Purdue today, if they were playing Wisconsin, I don't know if I would feel as good. I like them playing Ohio State. Other games you have at the Big Ten tournament today, it starts off with Iowa and Ohio State at 11 o'clock, followed by Washington and Wisconsin. Washington beat USC yesterday. Northwestern against Purdue. Northwestern beat Indiana last night. And, Ross, the criticism of Darren DeVries is starting in Hoosier land. That's a different beast. That's a different animal, right? I mean, when he took the job, I get why you take the Indiana job. I do. But that team, if they don't, they're on the bubble. And Lenardi has them. It's kind of going back and forth as last team in, first team out type thing.
They have a losing record in conference.
Yes. And they lost at home to Northwestern. You lose to Northwestern again in the Big Ten tournament.
I feel like that should be a disqualifier. I feel like having a losing record in conference should disqualify you from the NCAA tournament. Unless you win your conference tournament. Being below 500 in the season in your conference, and because of recruiting, we keep Miami of Ohio had 30 wins, and people are like, well, if they don't win the conference tournament, maybe they can go to Dayton and play in. I think that should be a new rule. We should all fight for. And you're talking about
across the board, because
across the board.
That would open up a lot of opportunities for mid-majors, but the powers that be are never going to allow that to happen.
Indiana does not deserve to have their name called on Sunday. They don't.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree that Indiana does. Now, you could have a losing record in the Big 12 conference.
Can you? Let's go look at it real quick.
Go look at the teams.
Okay, all right, let's go look at it. Because I'll reserve judgment. I do believe the Big 12 is the deepest. No. Colorado?
No, Colorado's not. I mean,
let me
Pat
tell you,
Boyle's probably going to get fired.
Let me tell you the teams with a losing record in the Big 12. You tell me if any of these deserve to be in the tournament, because the answer is a unanimous, resounding Hell no. It is Colorado, Arizona State, Baylor, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, and the 2-win Utah Utes.
So no, none of those none of those teams will get in.
And that's the best. And that's the best conference in college basketball. I think new hard fast rule: if you're not 500 in conference, you're out.
And I think Indiana's going to be out. And in Indiana, fans today were like, DeVries went all in on his back was against the wall because he needed to. He lost like every player, right? So you start going to the portal and you fill it. And you're going to lose. You're going to have to start all over again next year. This is the hard part. Remember when Greg McDermott was on with us last year? We said, hey, why did you announce your retirement early but stick around? Because he goes, I want to build that continuity so people don't fly out the door, which tends to happen when a coach leaves. So you want to build continuity and trust with the guy who's going to take over. Well, that didn't get to happen. That doesn't get to happen at most places. So Darren DeVries comes in. You got to build a team as fast as you can. You take what you can get. Now you lose everybody, and you got to start that process all over again. You have to be able to build a culture. You have to be able to it's hard, but get somebody that's going to be there for a certain amount of time.
Yes, but all that matters is winning.
It does.
He had all the resources.
True.
A year ago when he got the job, it was like, oh my gosh. He's got all the money. He's gonna get all the guys. And so with that, as we've always said, man, with that comes the expectation. If he had taken over the Iowa program and just lost to Northwestern and had an 18-win season, Hawkeye fans would be like, hey, we're headed in the right direction. We enjoyed watching the team again this year. It's Indiana. It's a different beast, like you said. And by the way, all of the expectation of you when you signed the deal, everybody told us you had all the money. You can bring in all the guys, and you bring in Connor Enright,
who I thought had a better season than Tucker DeVries.
And I think that's the Tucker thing is a weight in this conversation. I don't think he gets fired. I don't think they're going to bail on him right away. No. But I do think that Darren's got a he's going to have tougher conversations moving forward. It's not the job he was hoping he was going to take a year ago.
Now, I think he'll have more time. Obviously, being there, you're able to recruit. When he went in last year, you're starting cold about this time of the year. He's been able to be on the recruiting trail and be able to do that.
Yeah.
But with some of the wins he had early on and to falter late, people are going, hey, don't forget where you're at. This is Indiana basketball.
Right. No, not a lot of room for error. This was your room for error this year. And they don't deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. Maybe they get their name called. And again, everything could be fixed a week from today. We could be having a whole different conversation. Seriously. So what if Indiana slides in as one of the last at-larges and gets a big upset on next Thursday night? We could be sitting here going, oh, man, DeVries just saved his job. They love him. They're building statues of him now, right? That's how quick it can change. But they don't deserve to be. And if they don't get their name called and they end up going to whatever they call the NIT now. What's that?
I think you're better off going to the Crown than the
Crown.
NIT.
That's yeah. Because there's a couple. We still have the CIT.
I don't even know if that exists anymore. I know the NIT exists, but the Crown is that big paid one that Nebraska won last year. And since you're going to get money to go to that, that's probably the bigger attraction for some of the larger schools because there's money attached to it. I didn't even know if the CIT shouldn't exist anymore.
You have the NCAA Division I men's and women's basketball tournament, referred to locally as March Madness. Locals say March Madness. You have the NIT still and the women's NIT. You have the CBI, the CIT, and the college basketball crown.
All I hear you saying is that everybody gets to keep playing basketball. That's all I hear you saying is that everybody gets to keep playing basketball. It's like the bowl game situation now. We have too many bowl games. We have too many postseason basketball tournaments. That's what we have. The other Big Ten game, the final one tonight, I don't know if there'll be anybody at the United Center for this. Will be Rutgers against UCLA. I mean, after watching Iowa.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't even see that on the schedule.
Yes. Last game tonight, Rutgers, UCLA. I think after the Northwestern Purdue game, I was like, it's late. Let's go home. We're out of here. We're not going to watch this.
They have to be giving away tickets for that. You can get into the Iowa-Ohio State game for $4.
Can you imagine? I have to pick Greta up at the airport tonight at 11 o'clock. I may just stay up to watch the Rutgers-UCLA game to see, especially after halftime. There might be some Purdue-Northwestern leftovers just to say, hey, let's watch the first 20 minutes. But after halftime, it could be just a cavernous arena that seats like 20,000 people.
It says tickets as low as $16. That's the lowest for Northwestern Purdue as well. But I swore when I pulled it up earlier, actually Iowa, Ohio State, $4.
$4. $4.
Get down to the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, watch the Cyclones and Red Raiders for $74, according to ESPN. My buddy Ryan Grove had pretty good tickets for yesterday's game and scooped them up fairly last minute for him, but didn't end up dropping a ton of money.
There were a lot of open seats at the U.S. Women's Basketball World Cup qualifier against Senegal yesterday as Team USA blew out Senegal, Ross, 110-64. Now, a lot of people in the chat making a big deal because Caitlin Clark didn't start the game. Listen, don't make a big deal out of it. If you watch the game, it was a rotation. They played they have 10-minute quarters, right? They played 5 minutes, subbed out 5 minutes. And so it
was like old Salvation Army basketball.
It's what it was. And Caitlin Clark still in 19 minutes scored 17 points, had 12 assists. And I keep forgetting, and we've talked about it since she was in college, I like to watch her pass the ball more than I like to watch her shoot the ball. I mean, the three-pointers are nice. All of her baskets yesterday were three-pointers. But she made some just incredible passes that are just so much fun to watch. I think you look at why didn't Caitlin Clark start? First of all, it's her first time ever on the senior team for Team USA. You have some established players there. She's playing with the most talent she's ever been on a single team ever. And I don't think you have to make a big deal of who starts and who doesn't start. It's who contributes, who does everything. I mean, it's probably the first time she's never started a game in her life. Doesn't matter. They beat Senegal. I'm telling you right now, the Johnston girls basketball team could have beaten Senegal yesterday.
That might be a bit of a stretch, but they were that bad?
They were that bad.
I mean, Johnston's really good. I'm not Johnston's really good.
Dude.
By the way, did you see Jenica Lewis was named
I did.
Yeah, player of the year.
Yeah. No big. Ross, I'm not kidding you. I think Johnston could have beaten Senegal. The only difference is Senegal had a girl that was 6'8". That's hard to stop, right? But I watched this game and the shooting form of some of these Senegalese players was not good. Not good. I'm like, at one point, my wife's like, why are you watching this? I go, I'm watching Caitlin. I'm not watching the game. I'm just watching Caitlin.
I saw the highlights. I knew she was going to be playing yesterday. I saw that she was playing. I saw the highlights, hit a couple threes, couple nice passes. I went, all right, there she is. She's back.
First time in like 9 months.
But I'm not going to watch her play Senegal.
I felt obligated.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why I felt obligated. I just did. One of those things where like, okay, I got to watch this. And in a way, now, if anybody watching on True TV, and I don't like picking on fellow broadcasters. I don't.
It seems to be something you do quite a bit, though.
Dude, the broadcast team on True TV yesterday for this may have been the worst broadcast team ever assembled. Ever assembled.
You have to give me. I didn't watch him.
It's a former WNBA player. I don't know who that was. A former NBA player who I think is from Senegal, who is very hard to understand. Very hard to understand. And it was just like, oh, can we just have crowd noise? Can we hear the ball bounce? And the 400 people that were in the arena, just hear them go, ooh, ah, yay. Ray brings up a good point. The Senegal coach was kicked out like in the first half, got 2 technical fouls. I'm like, what are you mad about?
Trying to fire up the team. You're trying to, this is the chance. We've had this one circled.
Is that what it is?
That wasn't it? I didn't watch it. I don't know. I had to Google where Senegal was.
Where is Senegal?
Throw a dart. What do you think? I'm looking at it on the map.
Senegal is somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, it's actually in West Africa.
Okay, then I'm way off.
When it was Pangea, you were right. You were next door neighbors. You were right there. It was all smashed together. You were real close. You were just going back 400 million years.
You know, hey, and by the way, you asked why I watched the game. Captain Kirk says it best. Chat friends, Travis doesn't have a phone. He needs to replace his desk scrolling with critiques of True TV broadcasters.
Doesn't have best fiends. He's gotta exert that energy somewhere.
I have no phone.
Have you been following the chat? Because the chat has been very concerned. Very concerned.
About what?
Norm.
Norm okay?
Wait, Norm has not shown up on the commercials.
Oh, he's like in another one coming up.
Oh, is he okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right.
Because there's an audio edit where it says, you remember when it says Norm knows football? You can hear the edit. Norm knows basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have Norm pick some NCAA games in for us. Norm got the Super Bowl, right?
He did. Norm's a smart cat. Very, very smart cat. It's bad when Tyler says Norm's usually in the 6:30 clips.
When people know
when you know what our commercial breaks are, that's impressive.
Here's another one. For folks that are here at 6 o'clock or at 6:45 here, 6:50, and may not know, at 7:30, there's usually in the chat, fake Bob Vanderplots does a breakdown of the one of the commercials. It's riveting every day. I love it. It's like it's a roller coaster.
Kevin brings up a good point. How do I not have a phone yet? You can get one in 24 hours these days. Well, it may have come yesterday, but I wasn't home to sign for said phone. Hopefully it's here today. Then I have to run down to the AT&T store to have them activate the eSIM. And then I can try to get everything else up to date.
It's like your wine.
Yeah, exactly. We'll deliver it before 8 p.m. So I tried to get on and say, hey, we work for a living. I worked so they came at like 2:17 yesterday. I actually left work to go, okay, I'm going to run home to see if I can get there. I got home at like 3:30. Sorry, we missed you. We were here at 2:17. If you know you have somebody who has to sign for something that's 21 or older, wouldn't you just make the assumption that nobody's going to be home before 5 o'clock? Let's just make that assumption, Mr. FedEx driver. Just saying. Yes, I track it, but all they say on the tracker is we'll deliver before 8 p.m. I wish they had the GPS on the FedEx truck. I'd run that damn thing down. And Frankie says something. They probably texted you. That's a possibility. I didn't get said text.
They texted you.
Probably calling. This guy's not picking up.
What? I am worried about this. Irish, thank you. What happens if you get your phone and you find out that it's deleted all your best fiends progress?
It better not, because I'm way down. I am deep into this thing, and I've got a lot of gold and I've got a lot of mites built up to where I can get more stuff. Now,
what?
That was I don't know why you got to be that way. I just don't know why.
I love you. Because I love you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah.
You love me?
I wish I was your best fiend.
You are my best fiend. If you're done growing your family, a vasectomy might be the right next step. At Urology Center of Iowa, they offer a no-scalpel procedure that's designed to be simple, safe, and convenient. It's performed right here in Des Moines by specialists who focus on men's health every single day. Take control of your future with confidence. Visit iowauro.com. That's iowauro.com, and schedule an appointment today at Urology Center of Iowa. We see you. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
There's always something new at Fong's Pizza and an ever-changing menu of tiki drinks. Or try our new noodle dishes alongside your favorite slice. It's all happening at the new Fong's in the East Village.
Thinking about buying a home? Get pre-approved in 30 minutes with Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank in Des Moines. Gary offers first-time home buyers programs, VA, FHA, IFA, and conventional loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Shake off winter damage to your vehicle with our spring pothole special. Harsh weather and rough roads can throw your vehicle out of alignment and wreak havoc on your tires and suspension. But we've got you covered. For a limited time, enjoy 20% off an alignment and tire rotate and balance service. Designed to restore smooth handling, extend tire life, and improve overall safety. Let us help you drive into spring with confidence, comfort, and savings. Visit us today at willischevy.com to schedule your appointment.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Game on. Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Cadillac. Escalades are available right now, which rarely happens. They also have Escalade allocation open, so order yours today. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and of course, leave your comments in the comment section. Follow us on our social media channels or call the show at 515-517-2303. Of course, we're in the knee-deep into the Big 12 tournament, the Big 10 tournament. The Missouri Valley Conference tournament wrapped up last week with the Northern Iowa Panthers winning the Missouri Valley Conference tournament, advancing to the NCAA tournament. And it's been wait for Ben Jacobson, who joins us now live on the Rush Radio Show. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, guys. What kind of sweatshirt you got on today? You kind of lifted up like this just enough to show me that logo.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking
I've got my Hawkeye logo on today. That's why I'll sit like this if you'd like, Coach. That makes it easier for you. Sorry about that.
Oh, hey, good morning, fellas.
Have you had time to soak it all in? I was watching you on TV after you won it. You were glowing. You were grinning ear to ear. I think I even emailed you right after the game. And I'm sure you got inundated with text and emails. But has it all sunk in yet?
No, not really. Well, yes and no. We had a lot of time to enjoy it, right? And I told the guys that, like I said, look, this is going to be the best week we've had. When we get back to campus and you get you go to class and you get out in the community and get to see your friends and just it's a great week from that standpoint. And I want them to enjoy it. Okay. In terms of it really like sinking in, not really. It's the neat thing about this is it doesn't. The excitement isn't less than it was 10 years ago and 11 and then back in 9 and 10. And, when I was max assistant in 4, 5, 6, like the excitement isn't less so from that standpoint, no, it hasn't sunk in. It's like, man, this is crazy. And that to me is a really cool part of this.
We were talking last week about that. The unique status of the Missouri Valley Conference tournament, the fact that it plays a week ahead of most of these other tournaments. You obviously now are in that situation. You won the tournament. You've got this week off, but you just played some of your best basketball. You're playing great right now. Yeah. Travis and I kind of had that discussion, but what's your opinion on it? Is this something you wish that you had a quicker turnaround, or do you like having that limelight of last week, kind of being there by yourself a bit, and then having this week off to kind of prepare?
Yeah, the second part. Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I love it. That we get the opportunity for the guys to enjoy it and for it to let it sink in a little bit. Like this is, you got to earn this, as we know. Okay, and there's a lot of teams that do, including ours this past week. But there's a lot that goes into this. So to have the opportunity to come home and take 2 days off of practice. Yesterday was weight room and some individual workouts. Today we're going to practice here in about an hour, and tomorrow we'll practice. But to do that over the course of the week so you can enjoy it. Right? In terms of the, we've done this each year, right? The Valley has. We're done early every year, right? So, in terms of, I'm thinking about the rhythm of it, right? And obviously when you win the tournament, you're playing good basketball, and there's, from a competitive standpoint, basketball standpoint, yeah, would you love to just turn around and go play? Like if we would have played Monday night, like our guys were showing up, and if we'd had to play again Tuesday, we were showing up again, because you're carrying that momentum and you got the confidence from how you're playing. So But I think and I told the guys, I said, look, we'll get later in the week and we'll start to get that going again. Right. And we'll get our selection watch party on Sunday, and then we'll get to tighten the screws, and we'll be right back where we need to be.
You know, you never want to come out beforehand and say this, but I'm going to ask you since it's over. Did you have a feeling going into the tournament that things were set up pretty well for you? I mean, did you have a feeling the way you were playing and everything that, you know what, there's a really good opportunity at the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament to win that whole thing?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And a couple of things I would say about that. One, going all the way back to June, we knew we had a team that was good enough to win, whether the regular season or the conference tournament. Okay? We knew what our roster looked like. Okay. Two, the loss to Southern Illinois and Illinois State, the two home losses right before we came down and played Drake, like those were emotional games, okay? And those hurt as we were in position to finish tied for second. You know, we were in position with you win 2 at home and you go down to Drake with some momentum, and you got a chance then in that game to finish tied for second. And after that Illinois State loss, that was out the window. We were now playing 4 games. Okay, so that was an emotional 2 games, especially that Illinois State one. And then, you know, we had a day off after Illinois State. We came in, had a team meeting, and the guys, you know, they just had some great thoughts. And when we walked out of there, I thought, you know, we got a chance here. And then the mentality we played with at Drake, you know, it wasn't like, you know, that Illinois State still hurts and what's going to happen. Man, we went down there and we really played. Right? So we took some momentum down. So I would tell you all those things. You know, people ask me a lot, like, before we go down there, what do you, you know, what do you got to have, like, when you come down here? Like, what would you tell somebody you need to have if you're going to win it? You know, one, you better bring some good players with you, right? I mean, you
talent.
Better have some dudes with you, and we got them in our locker room, right? And that, so you got to have that. You want to be playing well, right? You want some momentum, and I know it was just one game at Drake, but we had been playing well for 3 or 4 weeks before that. Right? Yeah. It was just those 2 home games that are both 1 possession games. So you want to be playing well, right? And then you go down there and you got to be who you are, right? And our guys did, you know, as good a job. You know, obviously we've had some teams that have won that thing, but they were right in line with those teams, okay? In terms of just being who we are. So I did. I felt that way for a long time. I've known we're good enough for a long time, right? But then you got to go through the season, right? And even then recently, what I just described. So yeah, I was sure we could win it. Guys, man, they played great.
All right, help us out with that. Be who you are, because is that what I thought? One of the things I thought you were going to say is, what do you got to have to win down in Arch Madness? You got to have really good defense. You got to play solid defense. I mean, you have to outscore your opponent, but you have to play really good defense. When you say be who you are, what does that mean for this group of guys?
Yeah, that would be a big part of it. You know, our defense has been good all year, hasn't it? We're top 25. We kind of been between 19 and 25 in the defensive efficiency for the better part of the last 2 months. So that would be a big part of it, right? That's who we are, right? You know, you got to block out and rebound, right? This team has been great in terms of taking care of the ball, so we got to go down and do the same thing, right? So instead of trying to go down and do a couple things different, right, and be like, oh man, this is, you know, it's tournament play, and you know, what's do we need to play? Come up with some trick plays. You know, do we need to, you know, press and play zone? Do we need to do this? How are we going to get through 4 days? Like, all that stuff is, I mean, that stuff doesn't matter. Right? So when I say you be who you are, right? Because we had played so well for 3 weeks. Because I hadn't done the numbers, but saw it here. We've won now 10 of our last 13, right? And the 2 home losses were 1 possession games, okay? And everybody can do this, right? You can say, oh yeah, if we did this or we did that or this close 1 turn, like, that's an easy thing for everyone to do. But the reality is they were 2 1 possession games. That makes it 12 of 13. So when I say we've played well for 3 or 4 weeks, we really have. And it's, you know, it's a little weird for people that haven't followed us close enough, because they see the 6 next to our seed. So they're like, oh, you know, and we're 11-9 in the league. And well, there's a little more underneath that. And so I mean, that again, the guys just, you know, the guys, you know, we were, you know, who we thought we were.
That other loss in those 13 games, by the way, Trav, was the one at Belmont, the number 1 seed. So that, that's a heck of a run.
This was an interesting season. Last time we talked to you, you were getting ready to go to California, so it's been a while since we hooked up. But I mean, you had the great start, then the dip. You had to deal with some injury stuff, then come back up. Have you been through a season like? I mean, you've been doing this 20 years now, so I'm sure you have. But do you remember a season like that was up, down, and then back up again?
Yeah, 2016 was the same minus the injuries. We didn't have the injuries in 2016. I forgot how to coach for about 4 weeks. This year was the injuries. Max and RJ were out most of December, and as soon as they got back, Tristan got hurt, and he was out for 4 or 5 weeks. And the thing that happens, and our guys know it because we're together every day, is your practices are so different. When you've got two of your starting guard and RJ's backup point guard. Your practices change, and then, like I said, when they get back, Tristan gets hurt, and so it changes so many things, right? That people wouldn't see or have any reason to know is shifting around behind the scenes, right? So that was challenging in terms of our practices, and then we really missed Tristan, really missed Tristan, and then we can see why. The championship game, he's got 9 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. I mean. There's no way you just say, it's one guy. Well, sometimes the way your roster is built, you can move it around and get through some stuff. What we found out is, in Tristan's case, and I'm sure Trey or Leon or like Will, that it was going to be challenging with 4 or 5 of those guys that are your best players. And then that doesn't mean we didn't miss RJ and Max. Like they're so valuable to our team, but there's also, right, there's guys are all conference players for a reason, and Tristan's one of those kind of guys. 2016 was the same. We beat North Carolina at home. They were number 1 in the country. We beat Iowa State down in Des Moines when Niang and I think it was Niang and Monte Morris and that group. I think, and they were ranked 4th or 5th in the country. So we did that in November and December with Washburn and Bohannon and Lowhouse, Jeremy Morgan, Jesperson, Clint Carlson. Like we were great November, December, and then we just got stuck in the mud, and we were like 2-7 or 4-9, or it was. But then went on to win 14 of 15 or 15 of 16. So some similarities just that way, just different in that we didn't have the injuries.
So we've had the debate where you're going to be seated. I think you're going to be a 12 seed. I don't know if you feel the same way. Do you where do you think you're going to be seated? And can you even start looking at potential teams that are going to be on the line right below you, or how does this work?
Yeah, I think the 12 is right on. I've looked and I haven't penciled it out, which I have done in a lot of years. I mean, I love this stuff. So I look at it, all the time. And I remember, when Mac was our head coach and working for him, and we got that large bid in 2005 and in 2006. And at that time it wasn't the net ranking. What was before the net ranking? If you go back,
Sagarin? Did they use Sagarin back then?
No, that was one of them. It's not the one I'm thinking of. It'll come to one of us here. Anyway, man, I went through that and Bubble Watch, and I had my chart and list and every team and what their number. I mean, every one of them for those. So I love this stuff. So I have looked. I haven't done that with the 13s and the 11s, but I have looked at it, and our numbers are just fit like right in the middle. The 11s are quite a bit ahead of us in the net ranking and in KenPom, and the 13s are, when I say quite a bit, they're like 20 points ahead of us in both, and then the 13s are kind of 20 points behind us in both. So it just seems like 12 is the number. And then in terms of the other ones, I've looked at where the teams on the 4, 5, and 6 line. I've just looked at the team names. Okay, in terms of preparation, we won't do anything guessing or saying, hey, PJ, take these 3 teams, and Tut, you take these 3, and G, you take these 3, and Mark, you take these 3, and let's we won't do any of that. We'll wait until it comes up on Sunday, and then we'll get to work.
Do you look at the sites and think about places that you want to go, don't want to go, advantages to being at different places?
Yeah, I mean, I just want it to be one where our fans can get there.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, I like that.
Then it becomes obvious with St. Louis and Oklahoma City being, easier, and then after that, whatever the easier one is, I don't what that means from a travel standpoint. But I just want it to be one where our fans can get there with as much ease as possible.
So we were talking, about bubble teams earlier. Indiana was one of them, and Ross had this idea that if you don't have a winning record in your conference, you don't get to make the NCAA tournament. To me, especially when you talk about the bigger conferences, that makes sense because it gives a lot more opportunities to maybe some mid-majors. But would you support that? If you don't have a winning record in your conference, you don't make the NCAA tournament unless you win your conference tournament?
There you go. Yeah, I did for a long time. The thing that has changed now, when I say a long time, like going back to that, 4, 5, and 6, large bids we got in 5 and 6, for that point and for quite a while after that. I did. I just didn't feel like that made any sense. The thing that has changed though, right, fellas, is the conference realignment.
Yeah.
And now the number of teams that you have in the Power 4 conferences. And so I think just by the sheer number of quad 1 games that they play within their league, like that column is and we could be on here for another hour because there's plenty of parts of the non-conference scheduling and the way that they have maneuvered over the last 5, 6, 7 years to get everything tilted in their favor for who gets to play quad 1s and who doesn't. So we could do that for another hour.
Yeah.
But I'm a little less on if you're under 500 in that Power 4 league, that you should not get an at-large. I was 100% on board for the longest time, but it's a little weird now because there's 20 teams in the Big Ten, and if you go 9 and 11 and you're playing those teams, you're probably pretty good. So just a little different take than I used to have.
Let's talk about something more fun. What's the plans for Sunday? The team is going to get together, obviously. Do you know, does CBS send a camera crew? Do they tell you ahead of time? I mean, you're not one of those surprise at-large jump out of the seat moments, but
we'll be in town, right? So it's available to the public, and hopefully we'll have a bunch of people show up, and so we'll do a watch party that way. Somebody had asked me either after the game or later Sunday night if CBS did send a camera, if that was okay, and I said yes to that. So I don't know if they are or they aren't, but I'm hoping that they do. And then ours is a good story, So I along those lines, again, I hope that they do, because even though we've got the automatic and the name is coming up, I'll go back to what I said earlier. The enthusiasm and the excitement is not different. Having gotten the 2 at-larges, and then since we've gotten the 4 automatics, I get the enthusiasm and excitement is not different. It is it's an awesome deal.
How do you prepare them for that? Because you've got the open practices, you've been through it, but you haven't been there in 10 years. Just even when it's in Des Moines, you show up to the day before the open practices, people show up. It's the same gym. It's going back to Hoosiers, measuring the rim, but it feels different. How do you prepare a team for that kind of limelight?
Yeah, I mean that's that would go back to when we talked about going to the Valley tournament. Take a good team with you, right? And you want to be playing well, which you have to be to win a conference tournament, right? Whether that's us or somebody else. So and then being who you are. And then I don't know if the guys listen to me a whole lot, but I'll share an experience here or there and some thoughts on what you just said, because it's very important. The question that you just had, very important. Okay? So we'll touch on it a little bit. I try to keep it pretty simple and, about us, and, you mentioned our defense, and I talked about rebounding, and, for us right now, playing fast is good. And so that's an important part of my job. My experience is, PJ's been through this a lot. Mark did it as a player. Seth did it as a player. We got guys around here that have done it. So just a little bit. It's not something that I spend a whole lot of time on, but it's the right question, and it really matters. So I'll just make sure to get to the guys a little bit on that.
I almost asked if you were going to reach out to former players to see, and you're like, yeah, reach down the bench to Seth.
Oh,
Say,
yeah.
chat
Seth
with
and
the
Mark,
guys.
I just look over my shoulder and
Yeah.
hey, Marco or Tut, come on down here in the office. Yeah, exactly. And that's super valuable. I asked those guys for some thoughts before we started the Valley tournament, and I know PJ talked about man, you just never know who it's going to be, and he talked about Jake Koch, when he was a redshirt freshman, and Adam Koch was the player of the year. Jake had an unbelievable conference tournament, as a redshirt freshman, and Adam, I don't know that he maybe averaged 8 or 9 or 10 points a game, but he was our best player on a really, well, as a Sweet 16 team, on a really, really good team. Jake kind of came out of nowhere in that tournament, and RJ Taylor was awesome this past weekend for us. We don't win this thing without RJ Taylor, and nobody would have said that going into the tournament. So PJ, having been there, able to say, hey man, you never know, you better be ready. Doesn't matter what it's been up to this point. And talked about being together, understanding that there's going to be twists and turns in that thing, and you got to stay together. And Marco talked about toughness travels, and so their experiences really helped our guys.
Will you watch a lot of basketball over the next couple of days?
Yeah, I will. Yep, we practiced in the morning today and tomorrow. Second semester, our practice block is in the morning. So we'll do that this morning and tomorrow morning, and I'm pulling for Cedar Falls. And I love as everyone knows, the high school basketball in our state and the coaches, but I am pulling for Cedar Falls. I got 2 boys that went to Cedar Falls, and it was awfully good to our family. And Will Gertis is a Panther when he's done with the Cedar Falls Tigers. He's already signed with us, and I know you're talking to college basketball on TV, but with the state tournament going on, and PJ's going down today, and I'm planning to go down tomorrow. So there'll be a lot of basketball between the TV being on and the state tournament.
All right, before we let you out of here, just between friends, and you brought him up a couple times today. Mac, take that Arizona State job?
I have no idea.
Man.
I'm just pulling for him today. They that thing wiggled around for him to get him into that 5 seed. The last 2 or 3 games, there's a lot that had to happen. They had to win, but then they needed some help. So it was great that they were able to get that 5 seed, and hopefully they can win 3 games.
All right, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Have fun on Sunday. Enjoy it. We appreciate you taking time with us. And
congratulations and good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
You bet,
we'll see you
Coach.
later.
Go get them.
Yeah.
You and I, Coach Ben Jacobson, joining us on the Rush Radio Show. You seemed a little shocked by that question, Russ. Did I not tell you that? That's
No,
big
you
rumor in
hadn't.
Omaha.
Is it
Big rumor
really?
in Omaha.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know, dude. I'm not in on the Omaha rumor mill. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. But Mac going to Arizona State. So
Go to the desert.
No.
Enjoy the last couple years.
Yeah, well, he owns a house down there. So, but thanks to Ben Jacobson. I mean, the good stuff there. A lot of insight, and in that one of preparing. And you've gone to NCAA tournament games. It is different when you walk in there. You're like, it has just a major feel to it.
Different.
Yes,
different. And we've talked to former players that have played in it and said, like, maybe it won't impact. This is going to sound like a knock. It may not impact you and I as much as it does like Iowa State. Iowa State used to playing in front of, huge screaming audiences. All of a sudden you play an 11 o'clock game in San Diego.
True.
And
Very
it can mess with the rhythm. You're playing in a semi-empty arena. It just has a different feel. Different. That's the right way to put it. Sometimes it's way bigger. Sometimes it's just different. That's a good conversation. And by the way, I didn't know that we were going to have Coach Jake on today. I should have told him that when he's like, "Hey,
if you would have read your rundown sheet, you would have seen at the bottom 7 o'clock, Ben Jacobson."
I see. I just thought at the bottom
I was
going to
call you
Bruno.
yesterday, but I didn't have a phone. I guess I could have emailed you.
No, it's all right. Yeah, that's fun. And he didn't tell us where that watch party is going to be on Sunday, but I bet some people, if we find out about that, we'll make sure we share it, because maybe some folks are going to go up and be a part of that. That'd be kind of cool.
Hey, Italy beat Mexico in the World Baseball Classic yesterday, so Team USA advances to the knockout round. They're going to play Canada Do you see what Italy does after it scores a run or hits a home run? They take a shot of espresso. They've got an espresso machine.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. They've got an espresso machine in the dugout, and they go take a shot of espresso.
I like it.
It's something different. It's pretty cool.
I feel like every team should have something similar. At Agency Iowa, we had for a long time, we had a celebration. When you got your first closing, everybody got together and we all did a shot of Malort. Or you would do a shot of Malort. We'd watch you.
I've never had Malort. What is Malort?
Fantastic is what it is. Next time we're together, I'll make sure I get you a shot and you can have it in front of me.
And you're going to have one with me, right?
The other, it's like the U.S. team. What would be the drink in the U.S.? Would it be a Budweiser? I know that's kind of. Would that be a Budweiser?
A Red Bull? I don't know. If you couldn't do alcohol, right? Let's say you can't have alcohol.
I mean, Mexico's going to do tequila.
It's fair.
The British are doing tea. Australia has their Fosters.
Australian for beer.
What would Canada have? What's the Canadian drink?
Maple
Canadian
syrup.
whiskey.
No,
maple
they do maple
syrup.
syrup.
Do a shot of maple syrup every time.
Chugging that down.
They do a shot of espresso.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They scored 9 runs last night.
That's a lot of caffeine.
They got a lot of caffeine in them. They're up all night long. They beat Mexico 9-1. So they advanced. Italy finished unbeaten in pool play. Team USA, 1 loss, will advance to play Canada in the knockout round. So there you go.
I saw a thing this morning about how the insurance company that insured all the players for the World Baseball Classic ruined the World Baseball Classic. Decimated the Caribbean nations.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Starting today with the Iowa Lottery, high limit racing is coming to 2 different Iowa racetracks this summer, and the Iowa Lottery has chances for 114 of their VIP club members to win tickets to attend exciting sprint car racing, sweet experiences for 2 or 4 or a 4-pack general admission tickets are up for grabs at the Duel at Davenport, at the Speedway at Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds at Davenport, or for the Shelby County Shootout at the Speedway in Harlan, plus all prize options, including spending cash. VIP club members can start entering non-winning Diamond Dollar scratch tickets as of today. Final entry for your chance to win these race experiences ends before 9 a.m. on May 4th. So I should say the entry opens at 8:59 a.m. this morning. So if you want that high-limit racing experience, go to iowalottery.com/VIP, and you can become a VIP club member for absolutely free. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Hi, I'm Josh Romick, Service Manager at Willis Lexus, and I want to take a moment to tell you about our Willis Automotive Pothole Special for the month of March. Take advantage of our 20% discount on the tire rotation, balance, and alignment through the month of March. Give us a call to schedule or visit us online at willislexus.com.
Hey, Tanner with Liberty Lawn and Landscape here. It may be chilly now, but before you know it, spring will be here. We are now booking for spring, so get a hold of us to schedule your next project today. Serving the Des Moines Metro, we specialize in a variety of services such as retaining walls, paver patios, edging and rocking, and much more. Now offering 3D renderings to show you exactly how your project will look before beginning. Liberty is proudly veteran-owned and ready to serve you today.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
The largest selection of German beer in the world? You'll find it at the Hessen House. From Doppelbocks to Oktoberfest to Hefeweizens and Dunkels, there's no passport needed for the deliciously different beer and food at the Hessen House. So grab your friends and make it a fun night out. The Hessen House, 4th and Court, Des Moines.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. Whoop. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Hi, I'm Sean McFarland, Service Manager here at Mini of Des Moines. It's pothole season, which is why now we're offering a 20% discount when you purchase a tire rotation, balance, and alignment. Please give us a call or visit us online at miniofdesmoines.com to set your appointment.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
If you need a mortgage for your new home, call Gary Presnall at Northwest Bank. He's a mortgage banker who's been financing residential homes for the past 25 years. He's got a cool cat named Norm, too. Norm's doing just fine. Gary offers VA, FHA, IFA, first-time buyer loans, and conventional and new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. Gary can get your loan pre-approved in less than 30 minutes. It can happen after hours during the week and on weekends. Gary's been the state's top producing mortgage banker the past 8 years. Make sure to give him a call at 515-975-6767. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look who's joining us. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks because I was gone last week. The one, the only Bruno. What's going on, man?
You've been gone 2 Thursdays in a row.
Have I?
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah.
What's going on there, Bruno?
I'm here.
Good. Well, that's
Indeed,
good.
Indeed he is. Indeed he is.
Hey,
He's back.
we had Brooks Reynolds on Monday, and Bacon Fest is coming back to where it all started, El Bait Shop and High Life Lounge. How much is this something you jumped on pretty quick? You wanted to be a part of?
Well, when you get back with a girl, you want to make sure like it's going to be forever. So that's the first thing with Brooks. I'm like, hey, if we're going to get back together, are we going to try to make this more than just a one-off thing? And of course, we got to see how it goes. But it sounds like, that's the way it's going to go. When Brooks left, when they took it and got bigger, it all made sense. It took him to Japan, it took him to Colorado, it took him to Iceland, huge crowds and all that. But it's a lot of work, and you end up doing a whole bunch of extra work and finding out that you don't actually make any more money. You just get to do a lot more work
And have a fun event.
The fun event kind of goes away. The fun of the fun event. So I don't know. He said when we talked a couple days ago, he said after he talked on your show that he thought they're going to sell out pretty quick. I mean, the initial one sold out. Those first 4 or 5 years, they sold out in as fast as they could, like the computer could work. I'm pretty sure they're sold out. It's 350 tickets. Original style Bacon Fest. Inside the High Life bait shop or High Life's deck, bait shop patio, and onto the parking lot. Should be good.
Cool.
I'm optimistic. I think that's the thing. Our events, we've pulled all our events off the street. We don't do big old things. The Oktoberfest moved to Ankeny. Oktoberfest has been out of our world for 5-6 years now. Mindy still doing it, but we kind of stick to what we do 365 days a year. So when Brooks comes to us, JC, my district manager, our friend, he and Brooks are friends, and they put it together, and I'm like, sweet, let's do this.
Yeah, what do you say? 350 tickets. They're going to put a tent, I believe, in the parking lot. I
think they got 3 tents and the whole setup. We set up our outdoor cooler to be able to pour beer off of. So we have taps right on our outdoor cooler. We're going to work with Barntown and a couple other breweries. I'm looking to find out one of the hot new beers styles this year. It's been kind of out there, but pickle beers are going to be hot this year. That's what
really.
Yeah,
Barntown does that with because Brooks did that for a while, right? Or Barntown made a pickle beer for the fair or something that I know a lot of people loved it when it was 110 degrees.
I think it was like pickle tickle, but I don't know.
Sure.
And if it wasn't, then
that should be it.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it was pickle tickle.
And PBR is rolling out a beer this year with pickle. You ever seen Grillo's pickles?
Yes.
They're in a plastic jar.
Yep. You can get them at Costco.
Yep.
They're really good.
They work together. They work together, and PBR's making a pickle beer with Grillo's. So
pickle guy. Not for me.
You're not a pickle guy.
Really?
That's not for me. No.
But all the beers are that way. Ross, you like, I don't know what you like. You like stouts, right?
Yeah, stouts and sours, but I'm kind of drifted away from beers a little bit, Bruno. You know what I mean? I don't drink nearly as much as I used to.
Because I don't know if that you can see, but that you can kind of see.
Yeah, absolutely.
PBR
we see that.
Beer. Me too, in a way. I'm still knee deep in the beer. As far as like talking about it, working with stuff. The Des Moines Menace got Yingling as a sponsor this year, so that's going to be fun. We're going to work with them. They're in our neighborhood. With MediaCom 8 games in the Lucky Horse neighborhood, it's going to be fun. So we're going to we normally wouldn't, but we're going to start putting a few regional type beers on at Lucky Horse. We've only had local. Sat down yesterday with our brand new beer manager at El Bait Shop. It's a new era to roll into our 20th year. She has worked at several breweries and beer bars in the Florida area, but she's from up here. She moved back, and she's going to be our new beer manager. So that's going to be exciting.
Cool.
And yeah,
anybody doing it? Are you guys doing anything? Do you do anything for like March Madness for next Thursday and Friday? Did anybody do any specials to try to get people out of the house to?
We did. Of course, we'll have the games on. We did a beer with. We did a beer in conjunction with Barntown. They made a beer, and it's called the Final Pour. That's available.
I
like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
What you did there,
Pete.
Tiny Dancer. It's Victory Dance, a small version. Comes out every year from Single Speed. We have a few of those things, but we'll have the games on. We don't particularly do anything. We're not sports bars per se.
Yeah, right.
But sports are always on. I mean, I'm on a kind of a thing recently is like, maybe we don't have to have every single TV on at sports. I prefer to see at least some of them MTV classics. You can't hear the music, but I'm telling you, every time I get distracted, every time I look up, it was like 1980s videos, and you're like, oh man, I remember I remember that White Snake video. Or
can you get the rights to pop-up video? Remember pop-up video on VH1?
yeah.
You guys remember that? Bruno, do you remember
Yes.
pop-up video?
No, yeah, where they told us like wrote story or talked. It's
Yeah,
sort of like
yeah,
a
so
mini version of the Science Theater 3000 or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Mystery Science Theater 3000, which was, I mean, a obscure version of that. But yeah, where as the video was playing, little factoids would pop up about it. So
Yeah, I
anyway.
don't know. That one I haven't seen, but the MTV Classic I think is great. Channel 336 on DirecTV. It's just nice to. It seems like if you notice this, you watch sports TV. It seems like when I'm at our bars, every now and again I look up and there's political crap. Somebody's given their opinion on politics, and I'm like, why? Why is Kash Patel on my TV screen when it's supposed to be sports, kind of stuff? It's just weird. I don't want to see it. And I don't know. Sports Center and stuff like that isn't what it used to be. I mean, it's kind of.
Well, I don't even like if I'm at a bar, Bruno, and if it's not a game, I don't even want to look up there and see talking. I don't like Stephen A. Smith's show.
Correct.
I can't hear it. I'm not going to sit here.
The guy who refused to wear sleeves forever. That guy's a dipstick, and I've never even heard of him.
Ooh, Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
Oh, he's kind of fun. He's hard.
I like McAfee. Just looking at, I'm not anybody who thinks that's a good idea to wear tank top on national television to talk about sports.
Hey, but I got if I was jacked, you'd be seeing me in a tank top every day. If I looked like Tyler Kluver, you'd see every day. It'd be
Ross walking out.
I'd have one of those stand-up desks so I could just.
When they teach you martial arts, they teach little kids. They say, "I hold my martial arts in my hand, and I hold it as a secret for myself away from the world." They don't go, "Hey, let's do some kung fu out at recess and show your friends how you know taekwondo." So I don't know. It's better to just be quiet.
If I could do a backflip, you'd know it. I'll just tell you that.
To have the confidence that you can back something up is way stronger than showing it out in the world, I guess.
Hey, John asked this earlier, and I was actually going to ask you because you said that Yinling is going to sponsor the Menace. How is that beer selling? Has it been everything you thought it was going to be, or has it kind of died down since it's here now?
It's selling. It's crushing it right now. The Miller distributorship is taking sales from the Bud distributorship right now, and that's part of it. There's a switch over from a Miller to Bud, or Bud to Miller switched ownerships, and they are really on it. They're giving great service. They are listening to requests. They're selling Fair State, which is I say Fair State. I keep saying this. Field Day out of North Liberty, and Field Day is doing really good. They kicked off Yingling. It's doing really good, which this month towards the end, in a couple of weeks, they're going to roll out cans in the marketplace. They, of course, sell Coors and Miller products. They've been doing really well. They had nothing but up to go, and I meet with the guy who runs the show on Monday to talk a few things. They're very receptive and want to work with us, so that's nice. It's good to have competition in the marketplace because it was kind of lopsided with just the Bud folks in town kind of dominating and doing whatever they wished. And then they kind of did that, well, you need us more than we need you kind of feel. They didn't say those things. So it's nice to have, I like competition. It's good to have something to rub up against and to have to do better,
Always good to have something to rub up against.
Really good.
Always good to have something
Friction.
to rub up against.
Bruno, do you use a lot of AI in your world? Are you guys incorporating a lot of that? Are you starting to?
No, I mean, I've done some things. I've used it just for fun. I'm more of a for fun. AI just doesn't have, I mean, AI is just, what is it? A large language search engine, right? So it is just basically a newfangled Google in a lot of ways. It's just a really good version of that. I don't Chat GPT. I got rid of that. That's garbage, but I have Claude now and I use it every now and again.
Yeah.
But
I've had a lot of people tell me Claude's Claude's the way to go. I just saw a story this morning about ex-NFL linebacker who was using ChatGPT for advice before he called 911 after killing his girlfriend.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing on ChatGPT, and that's why I would go to Claude. Is ChatGPT is agreed with the government to hand over all their information. But
Claude, you could ask Claude anything. He keeping secrets, man.
No, it doesn't keep secrets, but you can. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's like asking your drug dealer or calling the cops and saying somebody screwed your drug dealer stole from you.
Right.
Or you can't find your weed, and if the cops would help out.
Who was that NFL player, Ross?
Darron Lee. I don't never heard this name. Or Darren, Darron. Maybe it's Darren or Darron Lee. I don't remember that name. But wow. He was telling his. It's wild. So this is from NBCnews.com. Former NFL linebacker charged with killing his girlfriend sought advice from ChatGPT, telling the chatbot the woman, quote, stabbed herself, end quote, and asked what he should do, according to messages revealed in the Tennessee courtroom on Monday. Darron Lee, 31, is alleged to have sent the messages February 4th, one day before authorities were summoned to the couple's Hamilton County home and discovered the body of Gabriella Peppertuo, according to the stamps on the messages. He apparently anyway.
Did he get immunity? He can get immunity by saying he's starting it off with asking for a friend.
Yeah, right.
Asking for a friend here.
Or for entertainment purposes only.
Correct. Just saying this isn't a thing. Yeah.
Did you guys know there was a Bigfoot Society? Did you guys understand?
I love it. I love it.
No.
There is a Bigfoot Society, and now in Northeast Ohio, between March 6th and March 10th, there have been 6 sightings of Sasquatch.
Yes! We're about there, boys. We're about there. We've just about got him.
And the Bigfoot Society is going crazy because there's never been this many sightings in a short amount of period, and they're like dialing in on this. And the descriptions have all kind of been the same, between 7 and 10 feet tall, big, hairy Sasquatch-looking thing.
As the dials of conspiracy get turned up in America and the IQ gets turned down, we're gonna hit crisis mode here soon.
There's a singularity that happens as those two things.
It's like UFC or MMA that turn up the testosterone and turn down the IQ. And
Bruno, it's a bad time to be a conspiracy theory denier. It's a pretty bad time to be a conspiracy theory denier.
Well, it is. It's sort of like it's also a bad time to be like a satirist.
Yeah, it's hard to satire right now. Things are so weird.
It's depressingly bad. So you can how can you tell jokes in a time like this? Yeah, the conspiracy theory, they're letting they're letting all the conspiracy or all the information go out on all these things. Did they release the Elvis tapes or do they release the JFK? There's millions and millions of not conspiracy, but millions and millions of Epstein files. But everyone's got a conspiracy why they're not releasing all of it. And yeah,
I guess I was just shocked it was Northeast Ohio and not Colorado.
Yeah,
Northeast
Northeast Ohio. That's supposed to be. I thought that was. Did Washington and Oregon State, and Vancouver, they complain about taking their deal? I mean, isn't Bigfoot territory like in the Pacific Northwest? Not in the.
That's what I thought. Somebody in here on the
not in the Toledo area.
There was a Bigfoot sighting like outside of Carlisle.
I'm not going to pull it up on my phone, but I have a Bigfoot sighting at the bait shop. I had Charles dress up like Sasquatch, and then I took a picture and made it all fuzzy and grainy by running it through filters.
Yes.
So yeah, there's been one at the bait shop too. Hey, did you guys, I don't know, Travis might, but I don't know if Ross would. You remember the game Bigfoot?
The game?
I don't.
And it came with a thing, a Sasquatch, and you press the button, and if it had a stack of coins in it, and each coin would be a thing that said, "Oh, you got killed by a Sasquatch or Bigfoot, or you did." I think I have it. I bought it just for fun, and I don't know if I kept it because my kids are like, "You're insane." But it was an old, still put together vintage game.
You should see if you have it. You take it up to JC and Hobby and see how much that thing's worth.
I saw that our buddy Joe was listening, and Joe's a little bit more of the card expert in that group. But Joe, do you know what we're talking? It's Bigfoot. The game. It's a board game.
Bigfoot board game. Yeah, the board game. Remember, there was I can't remember.
Now, Bruno, I'm just going to real quick. When I Google Bigfoot, the board game, it actually comes up with like a monster truck, Bigfoot. You know, remember the old blue monster truck?
No, it's Bigfoot. It's a board game. Milton Bradley, Parker Brothers, one of those two.
Okay, I'm looking for it. I'm interested.
There was a crossover. There was a time, I can't remember if it was, I want to say it might have been the Hulk, but it might have been also the $6 Million Man was up against Bigfoot.
That would have been already. The Rev says when Bigfoot was on $6 Million Man. Rev, his short-term memory is not there, but his long-term memory is.
See, I knew it. I had it in my mind. I have the $6 Million Man. I used to love that show. And Bigfoot, yeah, he had some of the later episodes where they're trying to get the interest back up. They threw in let's say, hey, let's throw in Bigfoot, see what we got.
I just got a great dad joke, and I'm sorry to everybody who doesn't like these. This is great from our buddy David. Bigfoot sometimes gets confused with Sasquatch, yet he never complains.
Wow, that's bad.
He said, "Wow, that's bad." Wow, that's bad. That's really bad.
All right, I'll give it a 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of fantasy creatures, leprechauns will be let loose next week downtown. Should be a good time.
I just want to know where the gold at.
What? Yeah.
I just want to know.
Well, that it'd be somewhere in the Royal Mile, son.
Okay.
That's where the gold will be. That's where I will be. I'm making a rare St. Patrick's appearance since my kids started celebrating spring break,
Oh, nice.
My daughters and wife are taking off, and I'm in town, and we're gonna go out and have a little bit of a good time. And
is your daughter a senior this year?
My oldest is a senior. My youngest is a junior.
Wow.
My youngest was they both work at Lucky Horse. My youngest was training at serving yesterday. She got home a little late, starving. She's like, I didn't eat the whole time. She's like hitting a burger at 10:20 at night.
Didn't even tell you they were the oldest was hosting when we were there last time having dinner.
Yep. And they both host, and now I think if they can serve, it's great, because when they're back from college over the holidays or on the summer break, if they hopefully they come back a few summers, they'll have a job at Lucky Horse or Library,
Has she picked a college yet? Does she know where she's going yet?
My oldest is going to St. Benedict in St. Joseph's, just northwest of the Twin Cities.
Oh, wow. Going north.
Yeah. When it was really cold here a couple weeks ago, a month or so ago, it was negative 26 as a high, negative 56 on a wind chill. And yeah. They place at the college is it's a Benedictine school. It was a female school, St. Benedict's, and then there's St. John's, and it's in St. Joseph's. But they've combined. They've since combined. I don't know when, but now it's all one university or one college, and it's on 12 acres of woodland, and 7 lakes are on the property.
So she may see Sasquatch. She may see Bigfoot when she's
That's
up there.
Sasquatch country, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's all Sasquatch country.
Ross, I thought you would appreciate it. I thought you belonged to the Bigfoot Society.
I'm all about it, man.
If you go around town, I mean, how many believe in all those like stand-up things in people's yards? If you're going down 35th Street in West Des Moines, I think there is a tree that's been carved into a Sasquatch. I mean, these sightings are probably people like near dusk or at night, and it's just one of those metal thing cutouts. They're like, I think I saw it, but it's not really moving. But I think I saw it.
Remember, there was a time when they told us aliens weren't real, but aliens are real.
Listen, I'm not arrogant enough to think I know everything. I'm curious.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of my hobbies is ghost chasing, so I mean, I believe it. Ghosts are real, right?
Yes, they are. I've seen one. I have seen a ghost, and I am 100% they are real. Are you giving me 5? Because I'll give you 5 on that one. Ghosts are real. I've seen one.
What do you think about that, Bruno? Huh?
I don't know.
Didn't know you were on the air with an insane fella, did you?
I believe that if you want to believe, anything can be real.
I did not want to believe it. I walked up the stairs of a 100-year-old house and went, "What the hell is that?" And it disappeared. Just saying. I saw one with my
Are you
very
sure it wasn't
own eyes.
a metal? Are you sure it wasn't a tree carved into the shape of a ghost? And it.
Just saying.
Hey, in a world of uncertain times, people start believing in a lot of stuff.
It's only, and here's the deal: it's only going to get weirder. We got to start talking about how weird things are. We have to.
I subscribe to the Ferris Bueller way of life. I don't believe in isms of any sort. I just believe in myself.
I like it.
Probably a good thing. Probably a very good thing. I tend to fall into that. I don't get into Sasquatch, but I knew Ross would. That's why I brought it up.
Fun.
All that stuff's entertaining.
Yes.
I'm reading a book. This is a pretty good one. It's a guy named Harry Dresden is the character. He is a wizard in Chicago fighting crime. It's
Harry
awesome.
Potter? Harry Potter?
No, Harry Dresden. Harry something Copperfield. He has all these magician names as middle names, and he is a demon fighting assistant to the police in Chicago. Their stuff shows up on WGN, and there's it's crime, and it's just really entertaining.
Nice.
But anyway.
All right, Bruno. Have a good week, man.
See you,
We'll talk
buddy.
to you next week. Everybody
All right,
have a great
Patrick's.
Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Hawks at 11 o'clock. Cyclones at 11:30. We'll be talking about both games tomorrow on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
As winter turns to spring and the world comes alive again, one thing remains true. Potholes can really mess up your day. From busted tires to knocking your alignment out of whack, hitting a pothole can cause some serious damage. For the month of March, Willis Volvo Cars is offering 20% off pothole special. This includes tire rotate, balance, and alignment package to keep you on the road. To get scheduled, give us a call or head online at willisvolvocars.com.
Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Game on. Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Missing a quality home-cooked meal? You know, the kind Mom used to make? Lucky for you, we found her recipe book. Welcome to the High Life. Welcome to the Champagne of Bars.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.